right, so welcome to the first session of the Edu-K In-Depth online. And we've done our introductions, and so we've met everyone from around the United States. And we're going to start with the balance and start with what we know, so that our left brain can go, phew, it's Friday night. This is familiar. So we're going to start with pace. So if you have some water, and then you come down and click and you can type a word for your goal.
Oh no.
So it's just an action goal. So now let's do our expand balance. So our quick checks for laterality, centering, and focus. So remember, you can sway side to side, checking in with your lefts and your rights. And notice, do you want to spend more time on one side or the other? And if you were to make that smaller and smaller, where would it stop? Would you stop in the middle or hanging out on one hip or the other? And as I'm swaying, I'm like, it feels good, but I look down and my legs are way wider than my shoulders. This is not normal. So we're climbing the ladder. So now we've done all of our quick checks. And from watching you, I would guess that we have something off in all of those 3 dimensions. So I'll know you're complete when everyone's back in the screen window and looking at me. But do what you need to do. Don't feel rushed. I just want you to know. Okay, well, what I'd like to do, it's already 7:20, so I would just like to show you a couple of things, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll go into new material. That this is where we were, and this is what we did. So this is familiar, and this is where we're going. We're going into the in-depth, and I put a little sign at the top in yellow that says, what is familiar? And so I'm going to use that yellow color to highlight what we already know. So this is something I put on the Google Classroom, and I gave you a couple of handouts. I love this worksheet. So we're checking our eye-hand coordination, and then we go down. And we go to one side and the other side. I found this great article from 2 years ago called Cloacals, the most important kinesiology correction of all. And so I'll put this one up for you. And
Heart space.
Here we go.
Now let's move into heart space. Exhale with passion, making the sound ha. Now say ha. With each extension, repeat ha, 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 ha. As you reach out with one hand to give and share, the hand of the other person, of yourself in the mirror, or of the image in your mind mirrors yours and reaches out toward you. Feel the comfort, feel the love, feel the fullness of the flow.
So our time is up for tonight. I would like to end the way we started with a quick go around of how was tonight, any closing comments. We have 7 people, 8 people, and 5 minutes. So 30 seconds a person.
I tend to be a bigger picture learner that can then deduce going down. So this is better for me as far as learning goes, instead of learning pieces and then putting them together.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, and I like that this week I can actually take whatever happened today and play with it and not feel so bombarded and saturated with information.
When the manual arrived in the post, I was going through it and I got really excited about the fact that I can see how all the Touch for Health 1 to 4 and all of that is going to work so well with 101. So I'm really excited about it. And even just this is, it's just, I don't know, you can see how it's supposed to work together. How, yes, Touch for Health is great on its own, but this is just so much more hands-on, and I feel like I like the fact that you can notice more. It's not just about muscle checking. It's more about actually putting the learning on the other person and that whole self-awareness. So yes, very excited and love it.
There we go. To contrast with the live in-depth, the muscle checking, there's such a connection and you just get immersed into it. And so I'm really pleasantly surprised how connected I feel to all of you. And I also like the smaller chunks. I mean, that the words with knee, sacrum, occiput were like, ah. So I think I'm really going to like the 3-hour chunks to let it sink in.
I love this. I found my first in-depth to be so overwhelming 4 days in a row. It was just so much to take in, and just breaking it down. And I love this, going through these movements 2 at a time. I really got it now. Even reading it, you don't get the full thing, but seeing us doing it like this, it's just so much, it's wonderful. It's sinking in more, and I can use it during the week, and I'm just real excited. I love what you're doing here.
There you go. I always enjoy your classes, so I'm fascinated and also nicely surprised, because earlier I thought, oh my God, 3 hours, and they went like boom. So yeah, I really like it. Thank you very much for putting it all together.
I'm going to say ditto on everything, because I love the video piece where I can watch the movements and watch how you really move through it. And I don't know what the difference is between being in class, but the video for me gives a real different kind of a picture where I can really see it. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the shorter chunks to really embrace it. And also going through it again, it kind of helps capture and really expand on those pieces. So I just want to compliment you on your work, and I look forward to working with everyone. It's going to be a great class. Thank you.
I had myself on mute, so I don't.
Oh, she just got knocked off, I think. Okay, I really enjoyed tonight too. I was nervous, I was out of breath, I was excited that we all got on, and then super stressed when we had trouble. But I was so excited that I said 5 states, 3 time zones, and we're all on at once. So I really thank you for being part of this. I'm so excited.